Hey Big Black Bible, I'm Tash.
And I'm Matt.
And we're from our Sunkissed Days on YouTube and Instagram, and we're here to show you our setup.
We have a Condor Ultimate Family Design 22-foot Caravan, and we tow with a 2019 Nissan Patrol Y62.
And we're going to show you our home.
Our home. Come on in.
We were really lucky when we got this caravan because when we were looking to buy, there wasn't really anything available. People were buying caravans a lot and it was a really long wait, which I'm sure it still is. So we were really lucky that we had specific requirements, which was big windows, black matte sinks, and what was the other thing? Wood feel. And it just happened to be that this one was available and the couple that were going to look at it actually didn't turn up. So we were really lucky and it's been perfect. There's not really much we would change. What we have added in the caravan is some curtains. So we've just added these curtains on curtain wire just to add a little bit of privacy for everybody. We've got the curtains on these windows as well. Just, you know, like they are big windows, and if it's wide open and it's nighttime and you got your lights on, everyone can see you. So just for privacy, we've added the curtains. We also added the Sirocco fans. We now have 5. We put some in the kids' bunks as well. We love the Sirocco fans. They're fantastic. This is our bedroom. Welcome to our bedroom. We have our mattress from home on our bed, and we have the usual storage under bed, storage in the cupboards. We did also add shelving. Let's take these down. So we added shelving inside the cupboards with some pull-out drawers, which just made it easier because hanging stuff, there was really minimal space. This way you can fold it up and it just gives you heaps more space for storage. We like to keep things as homely as possible as well. So we do have our little trinkets around that are special to us. Medicine drum. We do have fairy lights all the way around the top of the caravan as well, which we use at night time instead of these big lights, which is fantastic. One thing I would change is to have more space so I didn't have to climb on and off the bed and I could walk around, but that's a small price you pay for the amazing journey travelling Australia. What else? We have installed our Kunga machine, which sits here, and then when we're moving I unplug it and just stow it in the sink. We also have this. The reason why we have this in here is so that when we're off grid we can catch any water from the waste hose of our Kunga machine and it doesn't go straight down into the grey water tank, which we also added, and we can save on water more. We have a BM Pro battery charging system, and
Alright, quick rundown. We have 400 amp hours of lithium battery that live underneath here. We also have our inverter, which is an Enerdrive AC transfer, 2000 watt inverter that lives underneath here as well, and it powers the entire caravan when we're off grid. We also have almost 600 watts of solar on the roof as well.
thank you. Not my forte. He has told me many times, and it goes in one ear and out the other. As long as it works, I'm happy. We installed a Thirsty Nomad water filter as well, because even though we have the Kunga machine, we still want to filter our water.
You can just see it.
So it does everything. It does heavy metals, fluoride, chlorine, bacterial, fungal, you know, you name it, it does it. Antibiotics. So we have really good water, so no matter where we fill up, we know that we're drinking the best water we possibly could. We have a stovetop under here, which, to be honest, we cook a lot inside. Hopefully that flame's not too noisy. It's a bit dirty. Too busy traveling and enjoying life. We have a full oven. I know that there are heaps of families that don't have a full oven. They opted without the oven. If it works for you, that's amazing. We do use the Ziggy barbecue as an oven a lot of the time. But if it's really bad weather, it's windy, the flame's going out all the time, it's raining, you don't want to be outside cooking. So we just cook in here, and to be honest, when it's cold and we want to have something, it's fantastic. It also heats up the van. Speaking of heating up the van, we also installed a diesel heater, which pops out under here. It's just, you know, your typical eBay special diesel heater. We have your nifty slide out pantry, which I think most caravans have these days. Matt upgraded to a coffee machine. He had been using a Bellman for over a year and a half, and recently bought himself a coffee machine, which he's been loving. That runs fine on the inverter. We've added these shelves for easy access to, you know, your spices and stuff, because when you're in the kitchen, and especially in a small space, it needs to be functional. Everything needs to be like in working order. So to have the spices and our functional mushrooms here that's easy to access is game changer. You don't have to go rummaging around in the cupboard for like a tiny little spice jar. We have a 3-way fridge. I also know a lot of people don't like 3-way fridges. We love it. We've had only one issue, and it was the compressor.
Yeah, it was the AC stuff. Something to do with the thermocouple. It was the thermocouple that turns the AC system on and off. It just broke.
But it was covered under warranty, so not complaining. Microwave used to live here. We haven't used microwave in many years, so Matt and our good friend changed it into a cupboard, and that's where we store a lot of our bulk foods. There's a lot of our bulk flours when we're making bread, cereal, porridge, all of that kind of stuff. Up here we store all of our pantry foods. That little cupboard up there is our medicine cabinet, which we don't really go into, so don't know what's in there. Another shelf. Again, we like to keep it homely as we can. So anything that was our favourite at home, we've brought it into the caravan and we've used it as decoration. So we've got little crystals hanging around as well. Just little things that help make it feel more homely and cozy. This is, we've added this as well. This is a fruit basket made out of a plant hanger. So all we did was we bought this, I think it was like $15 from Bunnings, and we took out the lining, the coconut fibre lining, and hung it up, and you've got yourself a fruit basket. It's out of the way. We had one in like a basket that sat on the table, and it would go from the table to the couch, from the couch to our bed, from our bed to Ryan's bed. And it was just this travelling fruit basket, and it was really annoying. This has been super handy. These were here when we bought them, but we have added trip in a van ones. So we've got one down near Matt's bed that holds his laptop, and then we've added some in the kids' beds as well. So we do have a concertina door, which is amazing. However, not great when you're running the air conditioning because there's no gap up here for the cool air to get through. So we just created this curtain again, which then the air can flow through when it needs to. So we've got 2 privacy curtains. One, well, now we probably won't even use the concertina. Now we've got the diesel heater as well because it'll just block the...
it might go underneath a little bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
But we don't use it.
No. One thing I probably would change is I've seen the caravans that don't have the door here. It's a concertina door for the bathroom. I probably would change to that just because it looks like it feels more spacious. But for now we've just got your trusty door, which we'll show you the bathroom in a minute. This big drawer, when we first hit the road we had a laundry basket and it used to sit in the shower. Again, the same as the fruit basket, sat in the shower, sat on beds, sat on the table, sat on the couch.
Sat in there.
Sat here where you're trying to walk, and I just got fed up with it. So the basket now sits in this big drawer, and that's our dirty laundry. The bottom 3 drawers are the kids' clothes. They're messy because they don't organise it or fold it. So one's Ryan's, 2's Isabel's, because girls always need more. In here, I probably should have tidied this.
We live in it.
This is the real deal, guys. So we had these shelves already. This was a hanging space and we decided to add more shelves. This is where we're meant to keep schoolwork, but I can see Ugg boots up there. There's Ugg boots. The kids' cameras, which are also being mistreated, so thank you guys. Oh, there's stuff falling out. This is...
What about the board games? The board games are good.
This is real deal. Yeah, there's board games in behind there. I'm not even going to pull stuff out and show you.
We do just only have the small board games though.
We do. We have, like, I reckon nearly every game from Unstable Games.
Yeah.
And then we've got, like, we've got bananagrams, small things. We had big board games. They never got used, and I feel like they never got used because it was so much to set up. Once you've had a big day of exploring or whatever, you don't want to set up a big game, and you've only got a small table to set it up on. There's not much space, so yeah, small games. Underneath the lounge we also keep some extra school stuff. There's some extra glues and some tape and blank books and watercolor stuff, like arty stuff that goes underneath the couch as well. Kids' rooms. We installed this for Isabel so that she has something to use, although she doesn't because she's so nimble. She can just almost jump in her bed without using anything. And we put in the curtains as well, just to, they need to tidy up, just to add that bit of privacy. If they want space on their own, they can go into their bedroom and shut the curtains and have their own space, which is really good when you're living in a tiny space. I have seen a hack where they're using a single bed doona, and instead of having the single bed doona lengthways, they've got it widthways, and then they tuck half of it under the mattress. I think that would be really good, especially if you've got really little ones that don't wake up and put their blanket on. Isabel, may we come in?
Fine.
So again, the kids also have decorated their own rooms, and Isabel's done a phenomenal job. So it's just making it home, right? So we took out the pouches at the end of their beds that came with the van, and we put in the trip in a van ones up near their heads. We took them out because they had these boxes that Dad and Uncle Sheldon made them for all their stuff. Isabel, can you open it? Yes. Which has been great, but we're probably going to leave them at home when we get home, simply because they're getting too tall and they don't fit in their bed.
And they're pretty heavy.
They are heavy. We didn't really think about it. But they've decorated really well. We've added a hook in their room as well, where they hang their headphones and their soft toys and hats and stuff. And then they've just popped in their own little decorations of crystals and things like that. Isabel's room, which I've heard now through researching and talking to other families, gets a lot of condensation. It's the only place in the van that gets condensation, enough to make like 2-3 pillows gone mouldy in the time we've been on the road, which I guess isn't much when you've been on the road for nearly 2 years. But it's not great. So we've got a damp rid up there, which is helping a little bit. But I also have coming on the way a tiny little dehumidifier that can sit in her room, and it soaks up to 700 mils of condensation. So hopefully that will fix the condensation issue. I think that's it for the kids' rooms. So we'll go in the bathroom. I cleaned it. Things we've changed in the bathroom is we've just added hooks. We've added towel hooks and bag hooks. We shower in the caravan parks to wash our hair. So Isabel and I have bags that we take with shampoo and conditioner in it. So it's been handy to be able to hang them. We have your usual Thetford chemical toilet, which we have found the best toilet stuff. It's all natural and it's got probiotics in it. I don't know the name of the brand though.
Get it in a Condor.
Yeah, it's a liquid. It's not the tablets. It's not the Eco Traveller. It's a different brand. Big Lap Bible can
put it in for them.
Put it here. Cupboards, we haven't changed anything. It's just the same. Towels, bathroom stuff. Down here is where we store our toilet paper. And the kids and Matt's got some bathroom stuff down there too. Shower is the same as any other shower in the caravan. We have the black mat fittings to go along with everything else. And it's where we store all of our chairs when we're moving. So we've got our chairs and our tables in here. Best place to store it. It really evens out the weight in the van, we've found, and you know, if there's any dirt that gets in, you can just flick out. We've got a mat down the bottom so it doesn't scratch the shower. You can just flick out the mat and wash it down the plug. I feel like that's it. For things that we would change, it would literally be like what I mentioned, having a bit more room to get around the bed, to make the bed. And then we've just made the changes ourselves.
An extra battery might be handy, and some extra solar panels on the roof as well.
Yeah, because we only have a double bunk, I was thinking we also have an extra access point. So if you only have 2 kids, you can get the double bunk and have an extra access point to this boot, which is awesome because that's where we store all our pots. So we've actually only recently put them in here. They were like in there loose, And we recently put it in here, and having it in the box is so much easier because you can just pull the box out, grab what you want and put the box back. You're not fighting with having to stack pots that move all the time when you've moved the caravan and they're fit in with everything else under there. So yeah.
We've got an extra toilet canister too.
We do have an extra toilet canister, which is useful. So we have 2 toilet canisters, we have a generator, and we have a water bladder. All of those things help us to stay off grid. As long as there's portable water somewhere close by, it helps us, and a dump point, it helps us to stay off grid for as long as we want, really. You know, we can drive into town for a 30-minute trip, empty the toilets, fill up the water bladder, come back. If it's been pooey weather, we can pop on the generator. We don't have to go to a caravan park to top up our batteries. So that's been really handy as well. One of the things that I would change is probably a telescopic table. Mostly because, and I didn't talk about it, we have a projector. So we've got hooks up here that we hang a massive screen, and then we have a projector. We actually took the television out. We don't have a TV. And so to be able to lower the table and put like an extra cushion so the kids can lie here and we can lie in bed, I think it would make movie nights a little bit more comfortable, especially for the kids. That would be handy. The other thing that I would like to change is bigger skylights. We only have small ones, so we only get a certain amount of light in. And I'd really only change them for the extra light. We have good airflow because we were specific on getting a van with big windows. I'd probably add a window at the front as well, just for extra airflow, because it does get hot in a caravan. So the more airflow you can get going, the better, especially as well when you're dealing with condensation issues like we have. But I think that's all that we would change. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our pretty quick tour. It felt quick.
Yeah, I think it was still a while.
Nothing much we would change about it. It's a great van, and the car we love as well.
Yeah, we did change to a new car.
So we did have a Trailblazer, and we upgraded to a Nissan Patrol Y62. Did I get that right?
We did, and it is amazing.
It is. It's so comfortable, and it just is a dream towing the van.
I don't want for power anymore, and I don't have to change down gears to get up hills as often. I used to have to get a run up. And watch everything, like all the temperature gauges.
So yeah, I think we're done.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on our Sunkissed Days on Instagram and YouTube. And if you see us around, say hi. We'd love to say hi.
Yes, we would. Bye, guys.
Bye.